hello, folks, and hopefully welcome back to another edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. Hey, I'm Gene. Hey, Ann. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm testing out some new equipment. This has been a bear of a day between dealing with the IRS, dealing with the cable man, and really, I promise you, I just figured out what I was going to cook within the last hour, and I was going through some old Facebook posts, and I saw a guy named Kendrick Williams a while back, one of my frat brothers. He had posted, who the heck is calling me right now? He had posted, no, Corey, I got to call you later. He posted this Cajun shrimp pasta. So I'm like, you know what? It's fast enough. I can go ahead and get it done and type it up, throw it on the website so y'all can see the recipe and get it done. So I promise you maybe an hour, hour and a half tops, this all came together. But what we're doing today is a Cajun shrimp pasta. We're going to take a pound of shrimp. We're going to season them up with some Cajun seasoning. We're going to grill them off with some butter, a little bit of flour, some heavy cream, which I got to go back in the house and get, some Parmesan, a little bit of parsley, and I've already boiled off some linguine noodles. And we just going to toss this thing together real fast. As always, folks, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy and Self-Lodge Planning. And I haven't put it up yet, but also for you by Me Creative Design. So for all your group and travel needs, please hit up Self-Lodge Planning. For all your business consultation needs, for all your tax preparation needs, please hit up the Self-Employed Tax Guy. And for all your creative gift ideas, please hit up For You by Me Creative Designs. So we're going to get started real fast, folks. But as typical me, when I'm here by myself, I did forget something. So let me run on back inside real quick and grab this heavy cream, and I'll be right back. And I am back. Had to go get the heavy cream and whatnot. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to saute off these shrimp. So just to give you a recap on the recipe, we're going to take some, we already cooked the linguine that's sitting over there on the side. We're going to saute off some shrimp and a little bit of olive oil and Cajun season. We're going to set that off to the side, and then we're going to make a quick little roux. Add in some Parmesan cheese. I'm going to tell you right now, I did not have any parsley. The store was out of it, so I'm going to improvise today, and I'm going to use spinach. But as y'all know on Create Simple Meals, there are no rules except for them 3 rules. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. Oftentimes, we'll come through and change a recipe on the fly because, well, we ain't got much of a choice. All right. As soon as this will get hot real fast. Y'all know how I love my induction burners. Somebody move my thermometer from out here. All right, there we go right there. So, folks, we're going to take these shrimp off and put a little bit of this Cajun season on them, and we're going to toss them right under that pan. We need all our shrimp. Toss a little bit more. We just going to cook these off until they turn pink. Now, folks, as y'all know, I've said this time and time again, we don't like rubbery shrimp. So when they turn pink, take these things out. I'm going to add some more of this seasoning. I just want to get them tossed in there. But it's about 2 tablespoons of Creole seasoning. Now, I'm going to tell you right, which seems like a lot because it is a lot, which is why I did not add salt to this recipe for two reasons. One, when I cooked my noodles, I sauteed the, excuse me, I boiled the noodles in water, so I put about a tablespoon and a half of salt in there, and then with all this Cajun seasoning here and that Parmesan cheese, you probably don't need to add in any more salt. We're gonna zoom in there, that y'all get a better look at that. And let me know if there's any sound quality issues out there. I was playing around with the mics and trying to get the levels right, so I'm not quite sure if there's any feedback. So if one of y'all out there still watching, give me an A to say sound is good or the sound is bad. Frankly, ain't too much I can do with it in the middle of cooking, but at least I know for the next time. I need to go down to the producer / my accountant need to help me with this new software we're trying out. So we're trying to get it out, folks, so that we can stream to both mediums as well as see your comments live. So we are playing with some new software. Bear with us. It has been a year full of drama for us here on Crazy Simple Meals. But hey, that's why y'all watching, because you never know what's going to happen while you're watching. Something else I was trying to do, I forgot already. While you're sitting there, folks, please don't forget to tap that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, and that notification bell. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Tap into us on TikTok. And as always, please visit the website early and often. All our recipes and our videos do show on there. And as always, folks, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy and Self-Lodge Planning, as well as For You by Me Creative Design. Speaking of For You by Me Creative Design, they did my wonderful shirt. Them boys over there is talented. All right, so these shrimp, let me get y'all to zoom in. You see they almost where I like them. Like I said, you don't want them too done. We're going to go ahead and take them out and put back in this bowl. Set these off to the side for right now. And let's keep on going. With the exception of the boiling the pasta water, I guess this is technically what you could call a one-pot meal, so to speak. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do this, basically the sauce and the roux. Now, in the recipe it says for the pasta water, so I didn't have time to type in the explanation on it. But for the reason you want the pasta water, A, it serves as a thickener, but also does tell you it's going to be a thickener, and it can also thin out. So on the recipe, I put a half a cup, but just save as much of the pasta water as you can. So when you start bringing this roux together, if you need to dilute it more, then you're good to go. All right, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt. Once that melts, we'll go ahead and add in our roux. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and grab me some wine. Thank you, Jean. So it's coming through good? Thank you. All right, so you see that right there, folks? We're going to zoom back in again. What we're going to do now is we're just going to add in this, I use multi-tools for everything. I use this whisk to do some of everything. We're going to go ahead and whisk that in. and make us a quick little roux. So as you see, it's gonna come together super fast. Now, if y'all want to be more elegant and get you a spatula or a spoon, be my guest. But I don't like washing dishes, and the wife ain't here, so I ain't trying to dirty up anything more than I have to. So if you're just now tuning in, we are doing a Cajun shrimp pasta. We've already cooked off our linguine. We've also sauteed off our shrimp. Now we're going to go ahead and whisk it in this flour to make the base for our cream sauce, so basically a roux. Let's go ahead and add that in now. Don't you fall in there. So now we're going to take this. We're going to whisk in that heavy cream. And let that go ahead and do a little happy dance for us. We're just going to whisk that until it gets nice and creamy. I am going to have to switch to a fork because them tongs is kind of getting cumbersome. All right, so from there, folks, you see, let me go ahead and zoom in just a little bit better. You see how that sauce is getting bubbly and creamy? That's what you're looking for. And then from there, we're going to go ahead. I bet you do appreciate it. Go ahead and add in this water, about a half a cup or so. And we're just going to keep whisking that on down. I don't think the Food Network ever gonna hire me seeing me using forks to whisk with. Bring this up just a tad. I'm gonna get that a taste test in a minute. See if we add some more of that Creole season to it. But this meal is going to come together real fast, folks. And believe it or not, I said I was going to start trying to track the cost of some of these recipes. This meal here, 16 bucks, and it'll feed 5. Yeah, 16 bucks. So I ran to the store. Well, let me be honest. What did I already have here? I already had the heavy cream. But everything else I had to run out and buy right now. And it came up to $16. So that was for the shrimp. The spinach in lieu of the parsley. Would have been cheaper if I had the parsley. The linguine, all that was bought today, so it came out to like 16 and some change. So this is one of them meals that will come together fast, real quick, easy, come together real fast. However, it can also look very elegant. So if you're just now tuning in, today we are doing a Cajun pasta. We took some linguine. We've already boiled it off. We got a pound of shrimp. Seasoned that with 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. After that, we took it out the pan and we put in 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour to make a quick roux. Once that came together, which is coming in now, we added a little bit of pasta water. We want to get a little bit more creamier. And now we're about to add in this Parmesan cheese, and we'll almost be done, folks. I gotta adjust that camera. Let y'all see this a little bit closer. So as you see, that's it coming through there. And before I add any more cheese to it, which something tells me I'm going to add some more cheese, I do want to give this, but as you see, I think I can see that, maybe that camera not catching it, but the cheese is thickening it up. Before I do that, let me now I want to add in just a little bit more Creole seasoning. 1 for color, and 2, it ain't just quite where I want it just yet. Now this is what I was telling you about. If it starts getting a little bit too thick, you can add in some more of that pasta. Hey, Tyrone, I'm glad you on, buddy. I need to come see you tomorrow. So check your voicemail. I need to come holler at you. This new software is giving me the blues. Almost had me late today. But thanks. Oh yeah, the fever. Oh, you got a fever. I don't know if I need to come out to you, homeboy. All right, so y'all see this starting to get thickened up a little bit. I'm gonna add some more cheese, not because I have to, only because I want to. And here on Create Simple Meals, we ain't got no rules. What's that burger place say? No rules, just right, or something like that. I want some more cheese, so I'm gonna add some more cheese. Not much, just a little bit. All right. Now as that comes together right there, we're gonna go ahead and add in what should be basil, but I'm adding in spinach because they ain't had no basil. That's the thing, folks. When it comes to cooking, all these recipes, you can't patent a recipe. All these recipes online that you see, somebody done followed somebody else and took somebody else's stuff and came up with something, but you add in what you want to add in. If you ain't got parsley, add spinach. If you ain't got spinach, add basil. If you ain't got none of that, don't worry about it. We're not running a restaurant here, folks. All right, so now that we got that done, now I will tell you this. I'm adding some more water because for those you watch the show now, and those you can watch it later, that's why I don't put times on my recipes. So as y'all saw here, this thing that came together real quick, fast, and hurry. I'm using an induction burner. So if you're on a stove, if I was in the house, this would be a little bit longer to come together. That's why when them recipes be coming on, they be telling y'all, oh, you can do this in 25 minutes. I'm like, man, y'all are lying. All right, we're going to go ahead and take this pasta that we already have cooked off. We're going to add that in there and just toss it together. I mean, you really just got to just massage it on in there. Get y'all just go and massage it on in there until it mixes together. No fancy tricks or terminology. I'm quite sure they got one of them at them places like Le Cordon Bleu, but I don't know them. I know you keep taking this thing and you keep stirring it around till it all mixes up real good. All right, now for that, let me go ahead and turn this off before I mess around and scorch my dinner. What's funny is it's cold out here, but after you start moving for a while, this heat kicks up. All right. I could have probably added some more spinach in there, but I didn't. So we're not going to worry about it. Now for that, we go ahead and and I'm going to put the juice in here as well. And the shrimp. And really, folks, that is it. Give it another little close-up shot in there. And as you see, that is it. Let me go ahead and move this off to the side. And let's do one of them plating things them folks do. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you serving a crowd, especially if you got, well, if you serving a crowd, I would probably leave the shrimp to the side because you know how some folks are. They've been and fished all the shrimp out of it. But for you guys that's dating, this is one of them meals that you could actually do. It should impress anybody you're dating. Well, guys and women, but typically men don't usually cook. At least that's a stereotype. But you could throw this together, bring your date by, and take you some of that dried parsley. Matter of fact, I got some down here. Let me show y'all a little trick. Take some of that dried parsley, and when your date is over, you sit there and you do one of them little numbers. You can zoom in with that show. I don't really show, do it? But you do one of them little numbers, make it look all fancy, and I promise you, you at least get a hug at the end of the night. Let's go ahead and taste this and see what it's doing. As I told you, I did salt my noodles. I highly recommend when you boil your noodles, put at least a tablespoon. Sometimes I do as much as 2 tablespoons of salt. And that does it, folks. That absolutely does it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for some of you that are spice sensitive, you might want to cut down on the Cajun sauce. It's not hot by my count, but it does have a nice little peppery kick to it, which is one of the reasons I did not put any pepper in there or anything other than just the Cajun season, because I knew it was gonna give it a little bit of but by all means, if you need to tone it back down some, maybe drop that 2 tablespoons down to maybe a tablespoon. If you go less than a tablespoon, then you will have to add in some salt to give it that salinity. But other than that, folks, real quick, as you saw, we did a Cajun shrimp pasta. We boiled off some linguine noodles, and then we cooked off some about a pound of shrimp in some Cajun seasoning. We took that out the pan. We added in 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Made a real basic roux. Added about 3/4 cups of heavy cream to that. Brought that all down. Added in some of the pasta water just to thin it out just a little bit. Added in some Parmesan. And although we use spinach, the recipe does call for using parsley. Tossed it all together, and there you have it, folks. As always, please remember to click that subscribe button if you're on YouTube and that notification bell. Click that like button and that share button on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Tap into us on TikTok for all your questions. If you have any questions whatsoever, please email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. Also on the website, there is a notification feature on there on the contact page. You can message me instantly. But we will be back again next Tuesday with another show. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm kind of leaning towards sweet potato pie just because I didn't get my sweet potato pie fix for Thanksgiving and I got a brunch coming up. But until next week, folks, I will see y'all. Please don't forget to hit them subscribe buttons. Love you and see you soon.